What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today's video is going to be my first pretty much series review. I'm going to start with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I did watch WandaVision, and I'm just now starting this, and I want to be able to make these kind of videos because I do enjoy editing. And yeah, we're just gonna break down what happened in episode 1, just go over a few things real quick. So with that being said, we open up the scene with Sam getting his mission deal given to him by the American government, which they are very adamant to admit that they don't want to be seen or tied to what the hell ever they're doing. And yeah, Sam goes onto this just a high impact Captain America style intro, just doing Falcon shit, and he just, I don't know, it felt like I was watching the opening scene of Captain America Winter Soldier when I saw this, because it was just, I don't know, it was the feeling in the scene, the action and the fighting and all that. But he gets the job done, and we noticed that early in the episode that Sam's having issues accepting the mantle of Captain America, and he decides to put Cap shield up in the Smithsonian, basically retiring it. Just because he doesn't want to take up the mantle, and he is pretty much just having this fucking identity crisis as to who that he wants to be, and who the world expects him to be. He wants to be his own superhero. You know what I'm saying? He wants to not get rid of the Captain America legacy, but to build new legacies. But I think that what Rhodey was trying to get him to understand is sometimes, yeah, it's cool to build a new legacy, but we also got to keep the old one up. You know what I'm saying? So it can remind people it is a symbol. Captain America is a symbol. And I think Sam's just having trouble realizing it. Also, I bring this image up right here because that dude that Captain America fought in Civil War, not Civil War, the Winter Soldier movie, that was the same dude he fought in this movie. I mean, in this show at the beginning here. It's the same guy. So yeah, that was pretty cool. We open up on our next scene with Winter Soldier doing Winter Soldier shit. Got a target marked. He goes in and he pretty much makes quick work of the guy, but he also takes out an innocent bystander who, we find out later on in this episode is a friend of his son. And he shoots that dude and wakes up in his apartment from this nightmare, which we see now that it wasn't a current thing, it was an old thing. We could have told that by the long hair from Bucky on the Winter Soldier's head. But Bucky's just living alone. He's alone. It's been about 6 months since the blip. So he's spending a lot of time. He's spending time with the psych thing. And, I like this backdrop. And I chose this backdrop because it conveys pretty much how Bucky's feelings. He's just how he feels. He's alone in this world. Therefore, it's like him being alone in a forest. You gotta thank people around you, but they're not lifeless. They just still, and it's like you just there. You know what I'm saying? But I like this scene that he had here with his psychiatrist. It pretty much just conveys, like she's real with him. He's still Bucky, standoffish, defiant, you know what I'm saying? He's still a realist. He says as he wants peace, but, her being a army vet herself, she knows Bucky's how he feels. She knows he's alone. She knows that he's rejecting Sam's calls and all that. He's not Captain America. He's himself. He has a past, but it's not who he is, So he's having trouble dealing with that. But, he still manages to keep some friends in the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has this old man that he's the old Chinese guy that he's friends with, who we find out in the next scene that that nightmare that he had when he had shot that dude, we come to find out that that was the son of this guy that he hangs out with here in the modern time. And I don't think that he quite knows that up until a moment or whatever. I think he realized it. I think he did know it, but it was just brought to his attention when he was out for lunch with his friend, and he was like, "Hey, what's wrong?" And the dude told him. He was like, "Hey, man, my son got killed, and I don't know what happened. And that's what hurts the most. It feels like I'm missing something." And this is at this moment where you realize, well, damn, I think that Bucky killed this man's son. And for me, that was like, ooh, all right. I've been like, that's cool. Then you friends with him now, so how does this play out? Do you tell him the truth or whatnot? So we also have a bit of a dynamic in this episode where Bucky's just, he's dealing with a lot of guilt too from his past, being Winter Soldier and everything. And yeah, he's feeling guilt about just his past as the Winter Soldier. But again, like you say, the old man throws it to the side. He he manages to get Bucky a date, and it's the two. This seems like a pretty good part where Bucky gets to loosen up. Saying he's talking with old girl. She seems nice. You know what I'm saying? She's open. She's not. She don't seem like she'll judge him on his past. I think she knows who he is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't think she know who he is. But she, he worked with the Avengers maybe and whatnot. He did mention Wakanda back at the Sykes office. He told her he had a little bit of peace in Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. Maybe this was a little bit of that. This could give him that little sense of that peace. But so they sit back and he's pounding beers. As a super soldier, he can't get drunk. I think this is a bit of a nod back to Captain America when Captain America lost Bucky the first time, and he went to go get drunk, but he was like, "Yeah, I can't get drunk. My metabolism burns through the alcohol too fast." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's just sitting back, he's plowing beers or whatnot. And she's like, "Man, you can really take him." She gets to telling them about how she admires what he does with the old man and how he knows that he didn't know what's wrong with his son. Bucky tries to make amends, but he just doesn't have the courage to do it. And yeah, I'm sure we'll pay that off soon. We go back to Switzerland where Torres was telling Sam earlier in the episode that he was tracking a rogue group that has been plotting to do something. And I was kind of in and out on this, trying to understand exactly what he was talking about. I didn't catch the name of the group. But yeah, he ended up going to this place and they begin to riot. And as they're rioting, this guy comes jumping out of the second story floor with two big bags, duffel bags. And Torres, he watches him just absolutely obliterate this cop, kicking him across the street, and he goes over to get involved, and he gets obliterated himself. And that's pretty much the last we saw of him till the end of the episode, where he contacts Sam and lets him know about what happened. Now, Sam, on the other hand, he's got a bit of a character development here. And forgive my shoddy picture work, but this is the best I can find on short notice. But yeah, he's been mending relationships with his sister because they have a little dynamic going on. She's struggling with finances and whatnot. And they try to go to a bank and everything and, get money and stuff like that to help with the finances and whatever. And I don't know. It just was a real scene that he tried to convey. Like, he was an Avenger, and that's all that the banker seen him. Well, the banker didn't see him as someone who was a human being who had just been flipped out of existence for the last 5 years, and to come back and his life is going to be completely changed. And that is the reason why they didn't get the bank loan, because the bank loan has changed the policies, being as all these people coming back asking for money. So yeah, that puts him and his sister on rocky waters, you know what I'm saying? Literally, with everything being at stake, including their family, both that they grew up on. But then we get some more news from Torres, who tells Sam about the super soldier he fought all along, that said that it might be tied to something that Sam realizes. And then we get Sam's sister coming into the room saying he's going to want to see the new Captain America, which, in my opinion, looks like you turn those colors from blue to black and it'll be U.S. agent. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will be coming at you with a review for episode 2. It won't be so rushed and hasty next time. I'll take my time with it. Do me a favor, hit that bell for notifications so you'll know when I get ready to upload that. Y'all have a good day. Hey, today's my birthday, so if you're new here, subscribe. Peace.